Gospel according to St. John, the first chapter. Glory to you, O Lord. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. There was a man sent by God, whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He himself was not the light, but he came to testify to the light, the true light, which enlightens everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came into being through him, yet the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, and his own people did not accept him. But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born not of blood or of the will of the flesh or of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and lived among us. And we have seen his glory, the glory as of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. This is the gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Christ. Please be seated. In the beginning. They're marvelous words. Words that can open a whole world of possibilities. In the beginning, anything can be. Anything can happen. Last night was a beginning, the beginning of a life. A new baby came into the world to a young mother, a perplexed father. A beginning, and all things were possible. The baby could grow to become anything. The baby could grow to become anyone. Last night was the beginning of angel song and human awe, the beginning of a carol that echoes across the generations. Last night was a beginning in the dark, in the quiet of the night, a beginning in the moonlight with stars all around, a beginning that begged for quiet song of lullaby and peace, a silent night, a holy night. In the beginning was the Word, an ancient beginning before time and space existed, before the cosmos was created. In the beginning there was nothing and there was everything. There was the beginning when God and the Word existed in a swirling of dark and light, land and sky, earth and water. Before a word was uttered, there was the Word. The Word would make all things possible. Tadpoles, butterflies, stink bugs and snails, polar bears and manta rays. The Word would call light into being, and there would be stars and moons and suns. The Word would still be present in the dark, but the darkness would not overcome it. The Word would be fully human, breathing, eating, sleeping. The Word would laugh and would cry and would know the sting of anger. The Word would feel and the Word would hurt. The Word would live and the Word would die. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word would dwell among us and become one of us. Yet the Word would be in the beginning with the Father, fully divine and fully from heaven. The Word would be begotten, not made, true God, of one being with the Father. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Today is a new beginning. The sun has made an appearance over the horizon. The light has come again, and anything can happen. Anything can be. Beginnings happen when a meeting occurs. Two people form a love or a friendship. Beginnings happen when learning occurs. Small children go off to preschool. The kindergartner steps on the bus for the first time. The college student settling in his dorm room. The graduate student entering her lab. Beginnings happen when we encounter something for the first time, begin to drive a car, we begin a family, we begin a new job, we begin retirement. Each beginning unfolds something new in front of us, new wisdom or new knowledge, new friends or deepening relationships. Each beginning shines a light on our lives. Each beginning reminds us that the darkness does not overcome us. In the beginning of each new day, the light shines upon us and chooses to dwell with us and in us. We are called to testify to the light, to cast light into the dark recesses of the world around us. And we witness to that which comes as light to our world, to our lives. Today is a beginning. And our beginning is the Word. The Word is for all the world. Today, God has given us a beginning. And when the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flocks, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among the people, to make music in the heart. And so we begin. Amen.